Okay, in chapter 7, 6th graders, we're going to be going through all about how to organize numbers and collecting numbers through surveys and things like that. We're going to be working with numbers and analyzing them. You know what analyzing means? What do you think analyzing means? Like, getting it? Getting it, okay? Looking for patterns? Looking for the meanings of the numbers. What do those numbers mean when you put them in order? What do they, what would the middle tell you? And things like that. When you're analyzing a set of numbers or a set of data, you are looking for what those numbers mean. Okay? We just finished the academic fair, and when you looked at those science projects, oftentimes you saw on those science projects bar graphs and line graphs and charts that highlight those things. Highlight what the numbers are telling you. And then making conclusions based on those numbers. That's what we're going to be doing. And so, 4 ways. The first lesson is on the 4 different ways of finding the middle value in a number, in a set of numbers, I should say. Or that middle value is sometimes called the central tendency. Repeat that.
Central tendency.
Okay. Now, the first way is to find the average of the numbers, also called the mean. The mean is the amount per item, or the amount per subject. For example, we just had Fantasy Football League, and I talked about how when a quarterback makes a bunch of attempts to throw to receivers, and they complete a bunch of yards, and they get all those yards for the game, the total number of yards, you can find the average number of yards that they got for every attempt, for every pass attempt, by taking that total and dividing it by the number of attempts. The total divided by the number of attempts gives you the average. So what if you had a set of numbers like this, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. If you added up these numbers and then divided by the number of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you would find the mean, or the average. Okay? Is everyone clear on average? Do you understand what that means? Okay, let's go to median. What do you think of when you hear the word median?
Middle.
Middle, yeah. If you're riding in a car, none of you are driving a car yet, thankfully. But if you're riding in a car and you're on a highway and you see those big cement separators that separates the 2 sides of the highway, that's called the median. Okay, and it divides, it's in the middle, it divides the highway. The median is the middle number. And it's based on either the whatever the middle number actually is, so not by adding and then dividing, but if there's an odd number of numbers, then there will be a middle number. Now, in this example, there's an even number of numbers. So there isn't a middle number in this set. We put these numbers in order, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. These 2 numbers are in the middle. There's 2 on each side of these 2 numbers because there's 6 total numbers. There's 6 total values in this set. Do you know what a set is? It's a bunch of numbers, a group of numbers, right? So 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, those are 6 numbers. And so in between the 2 middle numbers is a value called the median. Okay? The median in this set is actually 9.5 because it's right between 9 and 10. Now, another way to find the median is to find the 2 numbers in the middle and then add them up and divide by 2. Okay? The median two numbers might not be right in the middle, or might not be right next to each other. They might be a little bit harder to figure out what is the middle between those two numbers. So anytime you need to find the middle of the two numbers, you can also add them and then divide by 2. Okay? Let me give you 2 more examples of finding the median. Everybody watch. Everybody look up here. Here's a set. 0, 0, 1, 5, 8. Okay? Now, in this case, how many numbers are in this set? Kaden? 5 numbers. And so there is a middle number. What is it? 1. Yep. This is the median because there are 2 numbers on each side of it. And the numbers are in numerical order. Okay? Whenever you're finding the median, you always have to put the numbers in numerical order, if they're not already in numerical order, and then find the middle value. All right? One more example. Everybody pay attention. 1.5, 2.8, 3.7, and 8.4. Okay? Now, are these numbers in numerical order?
Yeah.
What's the median? Another way to find the median, because it's not obvious in this case what the median is, right? It's kind of hard to think about, all right, what is right exactly between 2.8 and 3.7? So what you can do then is what it says down here, and everybody make sure you highlight this in your notes. You can find the middle value of the 2 middle numbers. So these 2 middle numbers, go. 3.7 and 2.8 are the 2 middle numbers. You can find the middle of these 2 numbers by adding them up and dividing by 2. Melina, did you add these yet? Aiden, have you added those? Add those 2 up. 2.8 plus 3.7 is what? 20?
Oh.
No. 2.8 plus 3.7 is... Anyone? Anyone? Danny has it? 6.5. Then divide it by 2. 6.5 divided by 2. How do you do 6.5 divided by 2? Put the decimal point up in the answer, because we already have a whole number on the outside. We need to have a whole number divisor. Then, 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Bring down the 5. 2 goes into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Bring down the 1. Now you have to add a 0 here to keep dividing. Right? Bring down the 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. And do we get a remainder 0 now? Because 5 times 2 is 10. If you have a 0 remainder, you can stop. And this, my friends, is the median. Now, look at this number. Between 2.8 and 3.7. Is this a reasonable answer? 3.25? Does it fit between these two?
Yeah.
What if your answer was 32.5?
Then.
Is that a reasonable answer?
No.
No, that's not in between the two. What about if you had the decimal place in the wrong place here? .325. Is that a reasonable answer?
No.
No. So always check your answer to see if it's reasonable. And that's how you can find the middle value between two numbers. Add them up and divide by 2. Any questions on finding the median? Okay. In years past, as you were learning this, it was easier to find the median. Usually there was just a middle number. But now you're going to have to find the middle number when there's an even number of numbers. Okay? Any questions? Always put the numbers in order. In order. Whenever you're finding the median, the numbers have to be what?
In order.
In order. Yep. Now, let's go on to mode. This is one of the easiest ones to find.
Yeah.
The mode is the one that occurs the most often. Repeat that. The mode occurs the most often. So, when you're given a set of data, and these are in order already, if they weren't, we'd put them in order. And there are 2 4s and 2 8s. What's the mode? Otto. Can there be more than one mode?
Yes, it's 4 and 8.
It's 4 and 8 because they both occur twice. Right? So there can be more than one mode. There could also be no mode. And underline that or highlight that in your notes. There could be no mode. I'll give you an example. The last set that we did, 1.5, 2.8, 3.7, 8.4. Is there a mode in that set? Do any of them occur more than another one?
No.
No. So there is no mode in this set of data. None of the numbers repeat. So then you would write as your answer, no mode. How about in this set? Is there a mode in this set? Nope, none of the numbers repeat again. Okay? Any questions on mode? Any questions on mode? How about range? The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest numbers. Okay? And you find it by subtracting the highest and the lowest. So if you had a whole bunch of numbers, let's say that these are the home values that are in the neighborhood. The home values, when somebody's looking at home values, and economists do this, people that work in, remember we met a gentleman at the nursing home who was a, Bella, it was the guy that you worked with. He worked in city government, in developing a city, right? Yeah, the city of Golden Valley. All right, a really important man in the development of Golden Valley. And somebody like that is interested in knowing what are the prices of homes in this area to know how well the area is developing. So the homes might range in a list 150,000 to 350,000. Okay, and then all of the homes are in this data sheet, and this is the lowest and this is the highest. So what is the range of home values if that was the data? 200,000. The range is 200,000. The highest, the difference between the highest and the lowest. That's how those numbers are used. Okay? And that might be the central tendency, might be the middle value, it might not be the middle value. All right? Any questions on range? What's the range of this set? Maya?
8.
8. 9 minus 1. Okay? Let's go to the challenge question. Sometimes you might want to know if you wanted to get a B plus in math class at the end of the quarter, and the test is based on, your grade is based on 4 tests. You've taken 3 of them, and you've gotten an 80%, you've gotten a 95%, you've gotten a 75%. Wait a second. This is 4 of them. We have to, I messed up this problem. You've taken 4 tests, and you want to know what you need to get on the 5th test, the last test.
Maybe you should write a 4 over.
Yeah. So you've taken 4 of them. I need to change this. And you want to know, on the 5th test, what do I need to get? I need to find that missing amount in order to get a 90% or a B plus in the class. Okay? So, if you apply what you know, and you're going to put that highlighter away now, right, Otto? Good job. Because you need to concentrate on this. And if you apply what you know about how to find the average or the mean amount, you know that it is the amount that you have, like in the quarterback, the amount of total yards divided by the number of attempts, right? Or the number of, in this case, it's the number of what? Tests. Okay? The amount you have, or the total, divided by the number of tests. Okay? Now, if at the end, you're going to have to divide by 5, right? The total number of tests. How much would you have to have in order to get a 90% at the end? What would give you a 90%? You know? What's the missing value here? Let's just look at this. What would give you a 9? What number divided by 5 equals 9? What's the missing amount? What number divided by 5 equals 9? Catherine?
45.
45. What would be 90 then? Danny?
450.
450. Right? In order to equal 90, or 90% in this case, we would need 450 divided by 5, right? Now, let's go back. Working backwards, if you've only taken 4 of them, how many of you earned so far? What percent have you earned so far? In other words, if you added 80 plus 95 plus 75 plus 93, what's the total that you have of the 4 so far? Add those up. Add the amount you already have. That's step 2. Come on, people. You know how to add?
I'm doing it in my head.
Okay. You're not just staring at the board. Think. What are those? Add them up. Two people have it. 3 people. 4, 5, 6, 7. You have it? Bella, do you have it? The total so far? Katie, what did you get?
343.
343. What did you get? Is that what you all got?
Yep.
What did you get? 343? 343? Yep.
Yep.
What did you get?
I got 363.
363? Did anyone else get 363? Nobody else? Let's check it. So 10, 13, right? And then 9 plus 9 is 18, right? Plus, what's another 9? Let's add that other 9 first, because then we have 3 9s. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 7, 34. 343. And we need what? So this is what we've earned so far, and we need to get a 450 in order to get a 90%. What's 450 minus 343? 107. Uh-oh. Can we get 107? Well, maybe if there's extra credit. But that would mean that we'd have to get an A plus 107% on the last test in order to get an average of 90. Ooh. Right? Yeah, what if you just got 100%? You'd end up with 443. And then 443 divided by 5. What's 443 divided by 5? Find that average, or that percent. Does anyone have a calculator?
I do.
443 divided by 5. If you got 100% on the last test, what's the highest grade you get?
88.6.
88.6. That's still a B. That's good, isn't it? But did you get a B plus?
No.
So those two, the 80% and the 75%, the lowest ones kept your grade to the highest you can get is a B. Finding the missing amount. If you understand what average is, and you know what the total you need, then you can find the missing amount. Okay? Any questions on that?
No.
All right, I'm going to hand out your assignment.